Good morning, friends. I once again welcome you in today's morning online class, and I have today a very special topic for you, and this topic is from our grammar section. As we have learned, my dear friends, we have several lessons on reading skills, writing skills, and listening skills, and we also have some grammar lessons on article and determiners. So, in that particular series, I have a new lesson for you, and this topic is the very important part, very important embodiment of the English grammar, and the name of the topic is prepositions. You must be knowing that each preposition has an unique place in a sentence. A sentence consists of several parts of speech. We have seen it in our very first lesson, in which we talk about the parts of speech and all. So, preposition is one of the parts of speech. So, it connects a noun and a pronoun. So, we will see this lesson, and I hope that you will enjoy this lesson also, like my previous lessons. Okay, fine. Now, see, what are the prepositions? A preposition is a word or phrase that describes a relationship between its object and another word or a group of words in a sentence. Means a preposition gives information such as direction, time and place, and there are several prepositions of time, prepositions of place. Okay, so here is a list of some prepositions. You will get an idea about, between, of, across, beyond, onto, after, but, out of, against, by, over, along, since, among, apart from, around, instead of, towards, away from, because of, before, of, with, until. So this is a list. My dear friends, now look at this particular picture. This monkey is beside the tree. Look at it. It is sitting. He is sitting beside a tree. Now he went behind the tree in the next picture. Okay. So what does it suggest? It is suggesting the place of that monkey. Now the monkey is in somewhere, in a pit. Now it is on a wooden platform, you see. So it is showing the place. Now see, now it is under, now it is in front of, now it is out of, now it is over. Now look at this another picture. Between means between the two, upside down, under or below, on the branch, right side up, over or above, and off. So these are all prepositions which deals with place, time, actions, and so on. So see the definition, dear friends. A preposition is a word that shows a relationship between a noun and a pronoun. We will see some examples also, and some other word in a sentence. A prepositional phrase is a phrase of words that begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun, which is called the object of the preposition. A conjunction is a word used to join words or group of words, and an interjunction is a word or phrase used to express emotions. So one of all these parts of speech, one of the parts of speech is preposition. Yes. Now see these examples. A preposition is a word that relates a noun or a pronoun to another word in a sentence. For example, the boy is under the desk. The boy is beside the desk. The boy is on the desk. The boy is against the desk. It means the prepositions here are in boldface. Now, notice how these words express a different relationship of the boy and the desk. So it relates a noun and a pronoun. See, the boy is the noun, okay, and now it relates the pronoun with the help of the preposition. Then what? There are some common prepositions. You see about, above, across, after, against, okay, along, among, around, as, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by. Yes, this is the list. Despite, down, during, except, for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, off, 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 on, out, over, pass through, to, towards, under, until, up, with, within, without. So these are very common prepositions. Okay. Now see, here is a trick of the preposition. For example, if you want to know where can a kitten go, where can a kitten go? If there is a kitten, there is a person, okay, there is a cat in your house, and where can it go? For example, I am going to school. Imagine if there is no to in that sentence. The fish is in the pond. Imagine if there is no in the sentence. How can you decide? How can you say? How can you decide the place of that fish or where the boy is going? Okay. So where can a kitten go? It can go up. It can go over something. It can go under the sofa set. It can go between okay, Sanjay and Manish. Okay, then it can go near my father. It can go towards something, towards kitchen. It can go against the kitchen. Against means opposite. It can go around the corner. It can go across. Across means to go across some road or something. It can go beside. So this is the trick. A preposition shows you the place, the time, the action. We will have one more slide regarding this. So it can go inside, it can go behind. So this is the trick, you see. We can identify preposition from this. So it can go among the tree or something, by, at. So these are some examples. So find the preposition in this sentence, dear friends. Yes. The flowers along the fence were pretty. just wait until tomorrow. Sam left the house without his jacket. We will see the, have you read the letter from your cousin? We will see the answers also. Here see. Yes. The flowers along the frame. So along is the preposition. Just wait until is the preposition. Sam left the house without his jacket. Without is the preposition here. Have you read the letter from your cousin? From is the preposition. During is the preposition in the next sentence, and Sally ran across the street. It is the preposition. The chemist knows the answer to the question. So to is the preposition. Drive down the road. Down is the preposition. So these are preposition tricks. These are prepositions. Now what is a prepositional phrase? This is a slight different from a light preposition. What is it? A prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun, which is called the object of the preposition. For example, the boy near the window is a football player. So near is the preposition. See here, near is the preposition, and the window is the object of the preposition, that is pronoun. The boy is the noun, window is the pronoun, and near is the preposition. So prepositional phrase, near the window is the prepositional phrase. Yes. Now prepositions of time, my dear friend. Time or something. Time. Yes. On preposition is used for specific days. For example, the preposition on is used to refer to the days of the week. On Monday, I am taking my dog for a run. We should not say in Monday, at Monday or something. You should only say, you must only say on Monday, on Fridays. So any days of the month you should use on Monday, on Friday, on Christmas Day, on October 22nd, on 15th August, on 26th January, on Diwali, on Christmas, on Holi. So all on is used before all the days. Okay. Next. In for months, years, decades and season. Use the preposition in for specific months, years and periods of time such as the season. For example, Sarah was born in January. In January, but if she was born on 25th January, okay, so see the difference. The specific days, date we should use on, and for before months we should use in. Her aunt was born in 1978 and on for the particular date. Okay. In 1978 means months, years, decades and seasons. Her great grandmother was born in the 1920s. I like to go skiing in winter. So you go through the slides and you will get the entire complete idea. Then while English speakers say in the morning, in the afternoon or in the evening, they do not say in the night. Instead they say at night. So this is a good information, my dear friends, for you especially. It may not make sense, but it's an important rule to remember that we should say in the evening, in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we should not say in the night, we should say at night. So our daughter usually does yoga in the morning. I don't like to go out at night. We used to play tennis in the afternoon. Remember, at night. Then At is used for specific times. Okay. On is for, see, on is for days. Okay. In is for months, years, decades and seasons. And at, in is for morning, afternoon, evening, and at for night. And at is for, the preposition at is used to refer to a precise time, a specific time. Means the movie starts at 6 o'clock. Our assembly starts at 7:15. My father goes to bed at 10:30. My last class ends at 2 p.m. So to to tell about specific time, whenever you want to tell about specific time, you should use at. At is also used to refer to a period of time during the year, such as special festivals. I love the atmosphere at cherry blossom time. Yes, specific time it is. People tend to become more hopeful at the start of spring. If you want to say specific time, you should use at. Now these are all prepositions of time, dear friends. See, at is used for night, noon, midday, midnight, bedtime, sunrise, sunset, the weekends. Okay. In use in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in February, in spring, in summer, in autumn, in the winter, in 2030, in 1990. On is used on Sundays, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on my birthday, on a holiday, on Diwali, on Christmas, on May 5, a weekday. So this is a small exercise you can easily do. We are going to have a picnic, yes, on Saturday. I shall be finished my work in an hour. When is the meeting? Is it at 2? Is it at exact time? I like to get up really early at sunrise when the birds start to sing. Tom's birthday is next week on January 14. My grandfather was born in the 1950s. So these are some example, very beautiful exercise sheet. Yes. Some important fact is there. This is the last slide. Use between when the object of the preposition refers to two people or things, and use among when speaking of three or more. For example, the boy sat between two girls. Sham sat between Ravi and Manish. So in between the two objects, you should use between, and the teacher sat among all the students. Okay, the green bird among all the birds on the tree. So you should use among for all the students when speaking of three or more, and between for two girls. So this is the lesson for today, my dear friends, and thank you very much. We will meet again with a new lesson on Friday. Yes, Friday. Okay. Now, thank you very much.